for more victims. It was unclear how many people were in their apartments at the time, but police believe several may have been trapped inside during the blast. A kindergarten on the ground floor of the building was empty for summer holidays. U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright toured the tsunami-ravaged island of Papua New Guinea today. She arrived early this morning and spent the day touring some of the towns that were destroyed by the tidal wave that washed over the island last week. The giant wave flattened villages and killed thousands of people. Albright pledged a further $650,000 to the cleanup effort, bringing the total U.S. aid package to $1 million. Former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson lost his temper and swore during a hearing trying to decide whether he should be reinstated to fight in New Jersey. Tyson became angry while explaining why he bit Evander Holyfield's ear during their fight last June. He then refused to read his closing statement. There's no word yet on whether or not he's been successful in his application. Regulators must issue a decision within 45 days stating whether he meets the requirements of having good character, integrity, honesty, and responsibility. Coming up next on Canada Tonight, using an old drug to fight off rheumatoid arthritis. A new study indicates that women have a higher risk of dying after heart bypass surgery than men. Researchers have discovered that 4.5% of women died after the surgery compared to 2.5% of men. The study from the University of Florida doesn't explain the difference, but researchers say they will continue to study the issue. To other health news now, it's been 10 years since any new drug to treat rheumatoid arthritis was introduced in Canada. The disease strikes 1% of the population, and women are 3 times more likely to develop symptoms. But there may be new hope with the revival of the use of gold to treat the disease. Health reporter Linda Aylesworth has the details.
To me, it's a way of life, and that's why I've practiced karate. Because without karate, my life would be very, very different.
And that's not just speculation. Alan knows exactly how different his life would be without karate, because 5 years ago, he was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, a painful and degenerative disease that made this kind of activity impossible.
And eventually, affected all my joints, and every day I woke up, it was an adventure as to which joint was going to be hurting more. And sometimes a variety of them were all sore.
He tried a number of traditional therapies prescribed by his doctor, and quite a few non-traditional treatments, too.
None of them actually made me feel any better physically to see an improvement until I started taking the gold treatment.
That's right, gold, in a dissolved injectable form. This kind of treatment has been around since 1913, but as time went on, more and more doctors left it by the wayside in favor of newer drug therapies. Some, however, like Dr. Klinkoff, remain true to gold.
Experience simply taught us that gold is the one drug which can actually deliver a total remission in rheumatoid arthritis.
Rheumatoid arthritis is caused when the body's immune system turns on and destroys the lining of the joints. Although Dr. Klinkoff has some theories as to how gold injections stop this autoimmune attack, no one knows for sure.
I don't think it matters that we don't know precisely how it works. What we know is that in approximately 60% of patients taking gold on a weekly basis, there will be a marked improvement of arthritis. And we know what type of side effects to look for and how to handle the side effects when they develop. Okay, that's perfect.
Mary Pat suffered with her rheumatoid arthritis for over 3 decades before starting gold injections just 2 years ago. Although gold is not a cure and cannot reverse damage already done, it has changed her life.
I was very bad before I started. I could barely get out of a chair. And I can swim and do exercises and all kinds of things.
We would foresee that the use of gold is going to increase now, at least until we have a cure for rheumatoid arthritis. It's really stood the test of time.
For Alan, gold injections work like a charm. His arthritis is in remission. But while the effectiveness of the therapy may not last forever, he's grateful for what gold has given him.
To a large degree, it's made me back whole again. Yeah.
And that's Canada Tonight. I'm Tony Parsons. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.